Let's get a quick take on this last one. The City of Denver and RTD have proposed a reconstruction design for the 16th Street Mall that is set to begin over the next 2 years. The plan would widen sidewalks, pushing transit lanes to the center of the street to enhance the visitor experience along the mall. John, your quick take on this, a good plan for Denver?
Well, I think it's a decent plan, but I'm worried that we're going to have an east and west mall. You know, west of the DNF Tower will be okay, and back toward Broadway will be, let's put everybody that we don't want down on the other end over here. And so I think at some point, if you're just widening the sidewalks and you're squeezing the buses into a tighter quadrant, so to speak, you're still going to have issues up and down the mall because it's open, it's free to the public, anybody can come.
Patty, people have been calling it Denver's Main Street. Is this the right thing for Denver's Main Street?
Well, I'm glad they decided against moving the mall buses to 15th and 17th, those beautiful thoroughfares where you can spend several days just trying to get across town. So at least putting them together in the middle makes some sense. I know people are down on the mall. I like it. I like that you have this artery going right through town, and now there's a reason to go through town from the new Civic Center down to Union Station. And I think if we could get some new businesses in and maybe get rid of a few souvenir stores for some useful spots, the mall would be looking a lot better.
Michael, what do you think about the plans that were released?
I think they looked like a better design moving the trains in, but is that worth the $130 million that this could cost to do? I don't know. Somebody's got to come up with a study on that. But I also don't think it helps safety. You still got to walk across the whole thing anyway. So I think more needs to be looked into.
Penn, you've been a part of a lot of grand plans like this, released to the public, putting some real thought into it. What do you think of the designs you've seen?
It's better than where we are now. But the key, there'll be three keys no matter what they do and how they redo the mall. Number one, you've got to have safety, because as we've talked about several times on this program, there are some blocks where people feel they're taking their lives in their hands if they're walking down the street. So the city's got to address that. Number two, the visual appeal's got to improve. So as Patty said, you know, you've got to change the look of it. And number three, the city has to come up with a comprehensive plan to revitalize the mall, not just rebuild it. You know, it's a free country. We have souvenir shops, but you need retail, real honest to goodness retail or commercial presence on the mall. And to John's point, at every block. So it doesn't feel like part of it's the mall ghetto and part of it's the mall Cherry Hills. You know, the whole mall has to be an attractive amenity because it's tied together.